Nice time to relax in Wasteland. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is VoodooMonkiez, and today I'm doing a new series called Arma 3 Mod Overview. In this new series, I give an overview, a tutorial, and tips and tricks on the newest mod in Arma 3. First, let's enjoy the sun a little bit. Yeah, nice sun. Fuck you, sun. Swag. Alright guys, so pretty much in this mod, what you're going to pretty much be doing is going back and forth on trying to get gear. If you died, obviously, or you're just starting, you're trying to get gear. And the one way to actually get gear in the game is to actually go into vehicles. Now, vehicles are the only way of actually picking up items and stuff like that, unless someone literally dropped on the ground, or you killed a guy, or there's a weapons cache. And I'll explain those things later. For instance, on Wasteland 4.4, usually what it is that you go up to a vehicle like this. You get these options on the left-hand side. You have move this object, which is mainly for quad bikes and motorcycles. Load in, same thing like that. View vehicle content, usually that consists of, like, you can put, I don't know, objects or things like that for base building, or ammo crates inside. And then another thing too is you can get in the driver, rearm, gear, lock this object, and player menu. Player menu, if you guys never played Wasteland before, if you go to player menu on here, you get an error message because it's Arma 3. You get one canned food, one water bottle, and usually an empty fuel can. Depending on which version of the 4.4 Wasteland you're playing, it depends on what they're going to change it up on. Usually sometimes servers will have 4 times. I've seen that before. They may have nothing in here, or they may just have a fuel can. Maybe they have an empty one. Doesn't really matter. And then you start with like $100. On the bottom right hand corner, you're going to have 100 health, 100 water, 100 food, 100 money. At the moment, where I'm playing version 1.05 of Wasteland, and in version 1.05 you actually don't lose any food or water. Also, you have your view ranges here. You have near, medium, far, and insane. Usually this is really good depending on frame rate. If you'd like to have an insane view distance, you have a better chance of actually living because you can actually be able to snipe people, but then your frame rate will be dropping. I like to keep mine on near and Arma 3 because right now I'm playing at 44 frames a second. This is actually not too bad. As for weapons and vehicles, you can go up to a quad bike like this. Go ahead and hit gear. Inside, you'll find, as it says right here, it says ground and then crate. The way the Arma 3 engine kind of works right now with Wasteland mod, you can't really grab a gun and drag it into your body. So this poses some problems for people who don't know this game, have no idea how to get weapons. Here's an easy way to figure this out. If you go into your bag, where it has 0 items, which actually carries the most items, drag in that EBR. Actually, this is the one gun you can't do that with. So EBRs are actually not allowed to be in the game, apparently. Yeah, you can't drag anything into the bag, or like this gun at least you can't do it with. But you can drag binoculars into the bag, drag that into your body, and look, you got binoculars. Same thing with medkits. If you just right click, you can actually it'll automatically dump it into the next bag. We'll take a sound suppressor as well as a toolkit, throw that in the bag as well. And 7.62 rounds, I'm not going to be taking that because it's with that anyway. Quad bikes are one of the most common vehicles you'll find in this game, on Arma 3 at least. Driving it, fairly simple. Don't use your mouse to drive. I see a lot of people do that all the time, and it's very noobish, because when you do that, you really don't have much control, and you can't look left and right, and you'll probably crash, like I'm about to do right now. Another vehicle is one of the things called the Ifrit. I can never name these things correctly. They also tend to have gear as well. It's all random based. You're not going to find the exact same things in every single vehicle. You go ahead and hit gear on this one. And look, we have a TRG 21 6.5mm rifle. Now in this rifle, let me put away this tilt kit. That way I can actually grab the rifle. All you gotta do is drag the rifle into the bag, like so. Grab the rifle, put it into yourself. Right now you have 0 ammunition. Make sure to always grab the ammunition that goes with the vehicle, with the weapon. Every time you go into a vehicle and no one's looted it, 99% of the time it's gonna have ammunition for it. Also, sound suppressor for 9mm. Also, sound suppressors, make sure you read the millimeter of the diameter of the gun, of the suppressor, because I think it's radius or diameter. Not exactly sure. Anyway, 6.5mm NATO is going to fit a 6.5mm weapon. So all you gotta do is drag this over to the little suppressor spot there, and voila. On the right hand side, you're going to see little objectives pop up. On Wasteland, what it does is that you're going to have side objectives and the main objectives. Side objectives usually consist of crashed, I guess it's crashed air wrecks is going to be one of those aircrafts. Another one would be like geocache or sometimes side objectives, and I think there's another one, but I can't really put my tongue on it at the moment. We'll probably see it up later, right? Sound suppressor, I'm going to put that for my pistol. because this is 9mm. And then make sure we grab all the rounds we can. Just right click all the way through. It's going to do a reloading animation whenever you get the first mag, so you have to wait, and then you have to right click again, and then you get out there. First thing you're going to notice inside of a vehicle, you have all these freaking controls. Oh, by the way, if you do not want to drive with the mouse, double click on Alt, that gives you free head movement, and then you can just use the WASD keys as well as Shift, which is actually for some reason is a boost, to drive around. So, like so, using WASD to drive, and going around. Right now, let's go head up to the aircraft wreck, and actually I think I'm pretty well suited enough for an aircraft wreck. In Wasteland 404, there are 3 teams you play as. You play as the Blue 4, Odd 4, and Independent. If I can go through this thing. Let's see. Yep. This thing's pretty beast. Depending on the vehicle you have, some vehicles are strong enough to destroy barricades like this and not receive any damage whatsoever. Some aren't. Trees, typically you can go through them. If you see a tree, you can destroy it. If you see a tree like this one with a thick branch, usually you can't go through it. Unless I can. Let's see. Nope. And in the bottom right hand corner, I used to have 100 health, now I have 90. So every time you do crash into things that you can't destroy, and your vehicle may either receive damage or not. Mine didn't receive any damage, but on the bottom right hand corner, you can actually die from just crashing enough. I forgot one more thing that's really awesome about these vehicles. If you go ahead and hit stop here and press G, it won't throw a grenade, I promise you. What it does, you launch smoke grenades. They're amazing. So in case you ever get in yourself in like a sticky situation, you need to get out, go ahead and hit that. You can either get out of the vehicle there and then hide and move as quickly as possible. Enough talk. We're finally at the objective, and what it is about the objectives here in this game: aircraft wrecks, down helicopters, and let's think of this one. Either armored vehicles. Usually those all offer NPCs. So right now, as you can see down there, I'm pulling my binoculars. You see some NPCs running around right now. In this game, for some reason, I noticed I've actually been shot by an NPC who didn't raise his weapon at all. Like they were just running around with a weapon down like this. Like right now, they're running in a normal stance. That's kind of like they're not ready for battle, except for this guy down there. This guy, there's another guy down here. Usually, you'll see teams of either 4 or more. That'll just be kind of like watching the scenario, looking around, making sure everything's okay. But with destroyed helicopter, they drop weapons crates. Now inside these weapons crates, you're gonna find pretty much every gun you can needed from Arma, pretty much. Right now, as you can see, they have about 100% view distance. So you can see they already firing at me at this distance already. And I haven't even gotten close to even seeing them, other than binoculars. So you always got to be careful with these guys. I think they're on veteran difficulty or expert. I'm not exactly sure. To me, it's usually a lot easier just go in and run them all over. With this vehicle, at least. This thing is not 100% bulletproof. Through the window, if they have enough rounds and big enough weapons, they can't take you out. But they're also not that smart either. So you can just go through here and just wreck everyone. Now in these weapons crates, you just go through, scroll wheel, go to gear, and you can pick out whatever, holy Jesus Christ, whatever you want. Oh man. So we have an N-Law. Now what's nice about the N-Law is that, let's see how many missiles can I, AA missile, or just an RPG? Wow. Huh. We'll play with it a little bit more. I think that I want more N-Law missiles. And what does this other crate over here have? Pretty much all the guns you need. Alright, I think this is a perfect example to show off every gun that's in this game, pretty much, right? As of now. So right now, like I said before, I am using the TRG-21 6.5mm. This gun right now has a fully automatic and semi-automatic. The recoil, while standing up, it's not too bad. I mean, if you're in a gunfight, this ain't too bad at all. If I'm crouched, just about the same. Let's see. Yeah, as long as you keep it low, you're fine. Next, I have my RPG. Alright, so there's an enemy unknown down there. What that merely means is just that it's just an unknown vehicle. Let's scope this in right here. So it's a 614 meter launch. I'm assuming that the dot itself is probably 300 meters of distance. So I'm going to scope this up just a tad. Let's do right around here. See what that does. Oh my god, that was beautiful. That was a direct hit. There we go. Let's pick up an AA missile. See what happens when I do that. Now, what the difference between an AA missile and a normal RPG missile, I actually literally have no idea. So I'm just going to randomly shoot up there. Let's hit the tower. Wow. That thing's pretty accurate. Did I blow up another vehicle? Holy shit, I did. Oh, that's ridiculous. I think this thing has locking on. I'm not exactly sure. We'll test this out in one more try. Let's see if this locks on. So there's another vehicle down there. One last vehicle. I see it's right over here. Let's just say I don't aim at it. Let's just say... there's another vehicle down there. I aim over here. Will it hit over there? No. Okay. So, I don't think it's lock on. Apparently I'm not good. Okay, well... Obviously, you see the RPG doesn't have very great accuracy. As you look left and right, it did throw the missile left and right. Well, it didn't, not when you looked left and right, but whenever I was looking left and right and I aimed it, it did throw the missile to the right when I was aiming to the left. So, not the greatest accuracy, but hey, you get what you can get. Alright, there's another aircraft wreck down under enemy fire. We don't really need that actually right now. So let me pull out my N-Law. Let's see the accuracy on this baby. Wow, you can zoom in a lot better on this one. Alright, let's see. And as you can hear right now, my character is bitching a little bit because he has 89 health. It's kind of annoying unless you get healed. Let's see, let's hit this up. Alright, so 500 meters. I'm going to assume it's probably right here. Dead on shot. Now, is the N-Law a lock-on shot, or is it just a normal shot? Let's see. Let's go with another shot. This time, not even going to aim. Let's hit up this hunter right there. Aim to the side. You know what? I'm going to say this has a lock-on. Some sort of locking-on system. Alright, so now we have explosive charges. And explosive charges are exactly what you guys think they are. All you gotta do... These things have a huge radius, so you have to be very careful. So for instance, let me go put a bomb on this road here. Okay, so you go ahead and scroll wheel and you put down the bomb. Now you have different options here. You can either set the timer for 40 seconds if you wanted to set a bomb off and then run away from it and not have to deal with it. But for me, I prefer touch-off bombs. Do not touch-off bomb immediately touching next to it. What touch-off bomb means, and a lot of people don't understand, means set-off explosive. I've done this numerous times in Arma 2 with so many explosives I've done. So pretty much all you gotta do, get a great distance away. I mean, I'm talking about great distance away. Let me lay down next to this thing. Go ahead and scroll wheel, go to the touch-off bomb, and then middle mouse click. Oh, okay, never mind. This wasn't as bad as I thought. There was another explode. I think it was a satchel charge is the worst, I actually have to admit. And then the last one we have right here is an Aper's Mine. Now, obviously, what a mine's going to do, you put down a mine, you run it over, it's going to explode. We'll test this out later. Now, when you come to an objective like this, you don't want to spend this much time just jerking around because there are other people who want this objective just as much as you do. So what I usually do is I go to these special weapons or special weapon crates, whatever. Go ahead, load in a specific vehicle. Middle mouse click every single time. Load in, middle mouse click again. And just forget. Go and forget. Because it automatically will be loading into the vehicle you put it into. And typically if you have a vehicle like this, it's going to do it pretty quickly. As you can see right now, my engine's red. I don't think that in Arma 3 you can actually destroy a vehicle by shooting. I don't know. You can't actually destroy a vehicle by shooting at it. But I've noticed that the red indicator isn't really as accurate as you think it is. Because right now, if I crash into a thing here... Fuck. Alright guys, I have a theory real quick I wanted to test out. I want to know if you can actually destroy a mine by shooting at it. We'll figure this out right now, actually. So I placed a mine next to this fence here, this wired fence, and I kind of wanted to get through. So I'm going to see if I can pop this mine. Oh my god, you can! You can shoot mines in this game. That's a really big difference from Arma 2. Okay, well, anyway. Mines don't destroy objectives. Or, excuse me, objects. That was beautiful. I'm really glad I figured that out. Alright guys, I have a theory real quick I wanted to test out. I want to know if you can actually destroy a mine by shooting at it. We'll figure this out right now, actually. So I placed a mine next to this fence here, this wired fence, and I kind of wanted to get through. So I'm going to see if I can pop this mine. Oh my god, you can! You can shoot mines in this game. That's a really big difference from Arma 2. Okay, well, anyway. Mines don't destroy objectives. Or, excuse me, objects. That was beautiful. I'm really glad I figured that out. Alright. Time to get another vehicle. Alright guys, another cool feature in this game as well, you can tow other vehicles to your own. All you have to do, stop the vehicle obviously, hop on out, heal yourself because you're a dumbass, go to the other vehicle, hit tow to a vehicle, go to the next vehicle, it's going to give you this little option automatically pops up, middle mouse click again, and then you're going to begin towing. Don't freak out, this vehicle over here is actually a no clip, or actually clips through everything except for yourself. All you have to do is when you start driving, the vehicle itself will clip through the ground, clip through the walls, everything you need to clip into. That way it does not interfere with driving. Kind of retarded, kind of weird, but it also doesn't move. Stays completely static. Makes it for an easy drive away though. Alright, there are things called gun stores in this game. Whenever you pick up enough money, either from an objective, you're pretty much gonna have to kill someone for money, or you may find it scattered along the world. You might find a couple grand on the ground and stuff like that, and you can go to the gun store and actually buy weapons. Let's head on over to the gun store and see what actually we can find. Oh shit, I'm going really fast. And we fucked up. Jesus Christ. Open door. Walk in. This guy is fucking scary as hell. So now they fixed it, you can actually go into the gun store and actually talk to the guy. So all you gotta do is go to the gun store, press E. It's pull up a new menu of all the weapons you can buy at your local gun store. Oh, what is this? Okay, so I don't know if this is like, if someone just left us here, or these spawn in the world itself. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Again, gotta heal myself. But right now we have red special weapons. Huh. And more rocket launchers. Holy Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm curious as to whether, can I put down so many charges on the ground that it creates a giant explosion? Let's move on back a bit. Alright, this looks like about a good enough space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that didn't look very impressive, but it made a cool noise. That's all that matters. Be the best around. No one gonna bring me down. Be the best around. What happens if I run this thing over? I have a question. What would happen if I were to take a quad bike, put two vehicles on top of each other, and take this quad bike, and then be a dumbass and trip on my shoelaces? Wonder if I were to put this right here, release it, what will happen? Oh, fuck. Alright guys, make sure to leave a like, favorite, subscribe. If you have any more questions or any concerns about the video... Why would you have a concern, first of all? I don't know why I said that. If you have any questions about the video, or any questions you guys want to ask me, just make sure you leave a comment down below. And, yeah, like I said, make sure to leave a like, favorite, subscribe. Share the video if you really, really liked it. And I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Bye! That was really uneventful.